Off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know yet, but
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one celebrates more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Powers through him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. All fumbles are caught
obviously, but and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll run on first down. Kirkpatrick. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and goal, Burrow.
Oh, shit. Almost got picked.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Ross. And he gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play fake. Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on a sack. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Kirkpatrick. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow from his own end zone. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. Looking
I got scared. I put through a guy that interception when they done this. Then scared like that.
As soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got this down to the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield he can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now the Browns.
Oh boy, you got clear a lot.
Timeouts.
He caught that shit quick.
Sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a give right side. Kirkpatrick. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line.
I ain't know I was going to say, hey, I thought he was like, he had to be like, what, 20?
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about limiting it to a 1-score game at half.
That's what Tim said. He said he's seen him in the cookout before.
Yeah, he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 41-yard line. From the gun, Murray sliding out of the pocket.
That baby's still asleep.
Intended for Hill. Picked off at
it
the
is.
35. And
He's
he's
able
able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have some yards. This is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Yeah, what I was saying was either you Uber here now or Uber all the way. I gotta go to the barber shop. You made it to the barber shop already?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
You gotta go to the barber shop.
Got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for
Yeah, I said I gotta go to the barber shop. I said you already went to the barber shop.
A little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think
where the hell you go?
They want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities.
Yeah, well, shit, you gotta Uber to the house or something, bro. I gotta go get them shirts and some more shit today.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
All right, say no more.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play
check him in the middle here.
With his 13th touchdown.
The press income.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Mostert now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards out, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say,
yeah, that fucking shit fucked me up.
This defense look better than what they really are.
Smell all them colognes? That shit tricking my
From the
sound.
gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And that one was relatively
Why would he accept that? Why would you accept that?
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I
Look at that first down, bro. You tripping. Oh, the yardage fucked you up.
They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach.
Wow.
The tackle now with Allen. And they will finally catch him before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Kirkpatrick uses the stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there.
Come on, girl.
There to make the grab. And the Bengals could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Go upstairs.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as he brings up a 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's some business shit about cleaning up. I just clean the bathroom.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he's up past the 20 and 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh,
And the
that's not
Bengals
good.
are going to have the short
I had to
field
use
here
that.
as they'll
So
take
I guess you
over
sound
right
like
at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Come on, man.
Throwing
That shit's so wild.
first
Bro.
down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the
Something like that
scoreboard, you
was
think
over.
they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Uh-oh.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow on play action. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So this one in the win column.